Welcome into the TexAgs Rewind.
That's it?
That's it.
That's all you got?
Welcome. We had a big day today.
Big day today. All right, Caitlin, good stuff there. It is a rewind. We've got the fan show fellows out here. Guys, you had fun today?
Great time.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
Always.
What was your favorite part of the show?
Being here with you.
See, friendship. All right. What else?
Well, I'm going to go back to the whole show. Michael Lombardi interview was a favorite part of the day for me, other than being here with both of you guys, and enjoyed the opportunity to visit with you. I think just the opportunity to sit here and openly talk about Aggie sports and be able to express an opinion.
Yeah,
and,
come on.
You know, it's
Guys, I'm not used to people giving honest answers. I'm used to people like saying, I really liked the interview with Billy Liucci. You came from the heart. You both came from the heart.
Yeah.
My favorite part of the show was you guys.
Yeah.
And Stephen McGee. Love Stephen. He was awesome.
He did a great job, too.
Logan Lee, one of my favorite humans in the world as well. We had Billy Liucci on the show. What was your favorite part?
I think today it was Logan Lee. I always really like him, but I thought he was super valid today.
Yep. Check out the rewind. It's up next. Why is professional football, the NFL, and really college football, because we do a lot of that, football in general, such a part of our culture, Michael?
Because it combines all the things we love. It's chess on grass with physicality. It has everything that we love in terms of watching. And when you add that betting element where we can all bet on the game, it adds more excitement to it. And so football is truly chess on grass, 11 pieces moving around the board, the strategy that's involved that we could talk about, that a lot of people don't really truly understand, that we talk about. And it's a game that's hard to learn. And the public is so behind in terms of learning the game that their appetite to learn more increases every single day. And I think that's why it's fast, it moves, it's once a week, so that's not getting overexposed. Every game matters, We don't have load management. We don't have to worry about that, and I think to me, it's just, it becomes part of who we are because it invokes a competitive spirit in all of us combined with great teamwork.
If Mahomes wins a third Super Bowl this early in his career, where do you put him in the pecking order of these QBs?
Well, look, this one's interesting because this one isn't Mahomes. This one's Mahomes being egoless. Right? They're not winning because Mahomes is great. He's only averaging 7 yards per pass attempt, which is really low. Doesn't even qualify you to get into the playoffs typically. But he's modified his game. He's changed who he is. He's not looking for stats. He's looking for wins, which I admire completely. I mean, look, this is a kid that has unique talent, and he has drive and work ethic to make that talent go. I think it's all that. He'll be in the top. It'll be him and Brady fighting for who's number one. If Montana didn't have a back injury and could have kept going, he might have been there, but unfortunately he suffered that back injury, which really curtailed his career. But Mahomes, to me, his ability to play with this competitive drive and willingness to change his game. The Chiefs are saying, we don't need you to score 45. We need you to score 20 and get 10 assists out. Not many stars want to do that.
How much time did you spend with your strength and conditioning coach? Because people talk about that being such a key part of the team. Just kind of take me back to your day.
Yeah, it's arguably one of the most important assistant coach hires you can make because of that reason. I mean, the guys are going to spend the most time around their strength and conditioning coach, probably by a factor of 2 or 3. I spent more time as an aggregate for the entire 365 days of the year around our strength and conditioning coach compared to my quarterback coach in college. And so, and not just that, just the time factor, it's the mentality and the approach of what kind of DNA do I want my football team to take on, right? And it's that preach of every day when those guys show up early in the morning to go to off-season conditioning or in the weight room. What's the message as the head coach that I want preached every day to my guys that we're going to be about? That's very, very important. And so I think getting the right guy for that element of the program is crucial. So I'm excited. I've heard nothing but great things about it.
Talking to Stephen McGee here on TexAgs Radio on the Brian Foley Law Hotline. How much NFL are you watching?
Man, this time of year, I love it. I'm very much tuned in. I think it's fascinating. It's always fun to see NFL playoff football. I feel like teams are able to take it up another notch, right? I mean, defenses, the schemes that you see, it's just so fun. And I think the most interesting thing I took away from last week's games was, I think we all agree that you can't win in the NFL without a great quarterback. Like if your favorite team doesn't have a great quarterback, you pretty much know that you're not going to make it to the Final Four, right? I mean, name a team without a good quarterback that makes it. The interesting part is that Lamar Jackson, who's going to be the MVP, and I think we would all agree deservedly so.
What the remainder of the year is going to look like, because they've had a week to prepare for Florida.
Right.
They've had a week to change some things. And
a team that matches up with you, like they do what you do, which is the scary part.
And they're winning.
They just won last night against Kentucky. I think they've won 4 in a row.
They've got confidence. They have momentum.
I take that back. They score a lot more than A&M does. 85 a game.
Well, that's because they shoot better.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at all the other stats, I think they're very similar, except for the shooting percentage. But A&M doesn't match anybody's shooting percentage right now. They're historically bad.
They're better at everything.
At what they do. They are better at everything. That's why they're winning, though.
Yeah.
If you put, I guarantee you, if you put A&M shooting percentage at 45%, all the other stats go up as well.
I don't remember what they shot last year. Was it that high?
No, A&M?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I mean, I think Wade shot like 70%.
Well,
That's not happening.
so let's play it out.
Okay.
They win on Saturday, what? And if they lose Saturday, what?
They win Saturday, anything can happen. You're looking at a team that has probably figured it out, what they need to do and where they need to go and how they need to get there. Obviously, they already know where they need to go and what they need to do. They got to figure out how they get there. So if they figure that out and they win Saturday, I think they end up in probably positions 5, maybe 6, 7, 5, 6, 7 in conference.
Yep.
Somewhere around there. If they lose, they could be down where they are, 9, 10, 11, 12, whatever that looks like.
Mahomes' numbers are down this year, like in the short passes and all the things but he has evolved into that's how that team needs to win. And that's the beauty of Patrick Mahomes. It doesn't have to be this 400-yard game.
It's interesting that's happened. I'll be really interested to see if that's just this year, that downturn. Because if it is happening in the evolution of him as a quarterback this early at 28, would be interesting, because that seems a little early. You know, you see quarterbacks.
But he keeps losing guys, right?
That's what I say. You see these veteran quarterbacks, these legends, as they get older, adjust their game and they figure everything out, and everything seems to come so easy for them, and they can do it when they quote unquote lose it a little bit. I don't think he's losing it. I think it's
the personnel,
the offensive line, and especially the receiving core. When you lose a Tyreek Hill, when you lose, and I watched, even that Eagles game I was at midseason, they're dropping passes all over the place, man, all over the place, and he throws a game-winning touchdown on that game, Monday Night Football. He throws a game winner, and it goes right through the guy's hands, walking into the end zone for I don't know if it was 60-plus yards, perfect throw, wide open, touchdown, drop, and they lose that game. So, yeah, I just from watching games, I could have told you his numbers are down because their offense struggled a lot, and the fact that they've been able to turn it on, particularly he and Kelsey, with what those two have done these last 2 weeks, just tells you that they weren't coasting and cruising, but they at some point it hit them that we're about to be out of this thing.
Yeah,
they weren't gonna lose to who they play in round one. They weren't gonna lose. Oh no, yeah, they're we got the Dolphins, the Bills, and the
heck
Ravens.
of a road, man.
and they just flipped a switch.
Sutton, who do you think should close out the show?
I think Royce, because he did such a great job last time I was on with him.
But Royce, can I ask you to do it in some kind of accent?
What do you want me to say? Just
Do you have a British accent you can bring?
I don't know. I probably am not able to talk like a British guy.
Tell them to like, comment, subscribe.
What am I saying? Like,
comment, subscribe.
huh?
Like.
Comment and subscribe.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Tell them, though.
All right. What I think all of you should do is give us a like or comment. It would help us so very much. And it would be something that we would want to reward you for. And David will find a way to do that.
I think we rewarded you with Dracula. That was awesome. That was so good. All right. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.